Hello everybody, and welcome to this next dive into the postures of level 1, starting with level 1. We've got to the third posture in the series, which is it the third one? No, the fourth one, sorry. It's Parivrtta Trikonasana. I've just finished teaching my workshop today, and we did feature Parivrtta Trikonasana, and I'm going to show you how we did it, and perhaps talk about a little bit of other methods as well, but again, not a really deep dive, but more just an exploration and to try and encourage you to go and explore as well. I just wanted to say one thing about these videos as well. They're not rehearsed, they're not scripted. I'm just using these videos to kind of ignite a spark in other people, and also it's good for my brain as well to just see what comes out. Sometimes you get these amazing videos that people do that are all really well put together, well scripted, well rehearsed, and they've got, you know, assistants and all the rest of it. This is just me in my practice space, in my online space, giving you what little knowledge I have, and hopefully, you know, we're working together. This is Substack, this is not, you know, YouTube, and I wanted it to be a bit more of an organic exploration because I'm exploring it as well. So if you've got any ideas, please do feedback. Any questions, please do feedback. It's a two-way street. So what we did this morning, we were working on, sorry, I've got hay fever, so I'm a bit sneezy. We were working on the Rajasic practice, so trying to ignite the fire. So we were moving quite quickly through the poses. And one of the ways that I taught, or I shared Parivrtta Trikonasana this morning was, just move that chair out of the way, was to do it quite fast. And I learnt this from a colleague of mine actually, and I really, really like this method for breaking up that stiffness, because sometimes when you hear the name of a pose, you automatically go, oh God, Parivrtta, and your shoulders tighten. Other people don't have that. Other people, you know, love these poses, but some people that are stiff, they find the balance difficult. They have a problem with it. I'm going to turn my back to the camera, and I'm just going to show you what we did. So we started with the turn of the feet, so the back foot turning in, right leg turning out, and we started actually facing away from the forward leg. And then we circled around and touched down and came up like this. And we did it about 5 times like that. Some people didn't touch the floor, some people did. And then on the 5th time, we stayed down, whoops, and took that arm up. Okay, and we stayed there for a few breaths, and we used the breath as well to try and stay in the pose mentally as well as physically. You know, because if you count the breaths, you're kind of taking your mind away from, oh, how long, you know, how long. Actually, you get into that rhythm of the breathing. And for some people that couldn't go that far, what I suggested they do was to take a chair like this, and so I'll just show you here. The chair had to be sort of in line more with the centre of the leg, not forwards like that. And then they could go down and up and not worry so much about the, you know, the balance. I'm not very stable today. I think I've had too much coffee. Anyway, so down like this. So they were only turning a little, they were only going down a little bit, but they could still get the rotation. And then for the last repetitions, so we did 5 repetitions, we then held it for 8 breaths, like so. Okay, so that's one way you can do it, to kind of just maybe get out of your head into your body and just do the pose, and then find yourself in it. So sometimes you find yourself in these poses. Now the other way that I teach quite often, and of course there's lots of ways to use the wall, but one of the simplest ways is to keep the back heel at the wall. And that's probably what I need to do today because I'm a bit wobbly. And of course, then you can have, you know, a brick for the front arm. So I'm going to do with my, so the camera can see, I've got my right leg back, but it'll look like the left leg. So the left heel at the wall. So you start off like this, you turn that left leg out, so you've got the left toes pointing, and then you step that right leg forwards. And what the wall helps you to do is to focus on that back leg, because that leg is like your anchor leg. It's almost like that's your tamasic part, where you're trying to, where the balance is coming from. Okay, if that leg is is weak, which my back leg was probably not straight in the moving forwards, that's why I was a bit wobbly. If this back leg can reach back, so front thigh to back thigh, heel pressing down, you've got more stability, okay? So you've got more solidity in the pose. And then when you come forwards, you reach from the back heel to the fingertips. So there's this line of extension from the back of the left heel towards the fingertips, and it comes up through the leg, through the trunk, through the armpit. So you've got to think about your conscious awareness of the whole of that left side, reaching back and forwards at the same time, and then to bring that arm across. And now with this arm, because a lot of people don't, they just get the arm down, they don't think about it, but this arm has to extend from the armpit. I'm just going to show here, I'm holding onto this upper arm to show, if you can extend that arm down, you see how the body turns? So you extend the arm down, even if you're using a brick like me today, and then when this arm comes up, you stretch that arm up. So the arms are going in opposite directions and the legs are going in opposite directions. And then comes your Parivrtta Trikonasana action. And as you come up, you push back into that leg like a lever to pull you back up and out of the pose. So two very different ways to do the pose. First way, you kind of need a little bit of experience, but it's more playful. It's more like how a child would approach it. But we sometimes need that childlike quality to tackle some of these harder poses. And the second way is more moving the consciousness intelligently, so taking your time. So that way is working more, being more earthed in your practice. And the other way is trying to get the fire, trying to get rid of that stiffness in the body, but from the mind. So I hope that ignites some kind of inspiration for Parivrtta Trikonasana. Tomorrow we've got, or not tomorrow, but the next video, it may be tomorrow, it may be Sunday, we've got Parivrtta and Uttita Parivrtta, and then following on from that, Parivrtta Parivrtta. So two seemingly the same poses, but actually quite different because of the rotation. So I look forward to showing you those later on. Bye for now.